Imagine this. You look up at the night sky expecting to see the moon, but it's gone, vanished. No warning, no sign, just an empty void. At first it seems like nothing has changed, but what happens next will shock you. Without the moon, the world starts to fall apart. Tides shrink to almost nothing. Oceans begin to change. Wildlife gets lost in the sudden darkness, and Earth's very axis begins to wobble. What would life be like without the moon? Would we survive? Stay with us as we explore the chilling consequences of a moonless Earth. The moon plays a huge role in shaping our planet, especially when it comes to the tides. Without it, we'd lose our major tidal forces, shrinking the waves to nearly nothing. Coastal ecosystems that depend on these tides would face catastrophe. Marine life like crabs, fish, and even coral reefs rely on the moon's gravitational pull. Without it, these species would be unable to survive. A significant portion of Earth's oceanic life would be wiped out in just days. And it's not just the oceans. Without the moon's light, nocturnal animals that rely on it for navigation would lose their way, altering ecosystems on land. The moon does more than just control the tides. It stabilizes Earth's tilt. Without it, Earth's axis would slowly start to wobble, and that's where things get scary. With no stabilizing force, Earth's seasons would become erratic. You could wake up to a heat wave one day and a snowstorm the next. Farmers would struggle to grow crops, and global weather patterns would go haywire, leaving us unprepared for disaster. Cities would face extreme weather, floods, droughts, wildfires, all intensifying without the moon's stabilizing force. So what could humanity do to survive? We'd need to adapt. Without the moon, we might have to take refuge in underground bunkers to protect ourselves from the extreme weather. The loss of the moon would force us to find new ways to harness energy and water. Technology could help us survive. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power would become more important than ever. We'd also need to find new ways to grow food and protect our populations. It wouldn't be easy, but humanity is resourceful. Our future might depend on it. But it's not just Earth that would feel the loss of the moon. Our view of the night sky would change forever. Stargazers would get a clearer view of distant stars and planets, but it would also mark the end of lunar exploration. Humanity's dreams of lunar exploration would come to a halt. We couldn't return to the moon if it no longer existed, and with it we lose one of the most important stepping stones for reaching other worlds. But maybe, just maybe, we would turn our eyes further into space, toward Mars, or even the stars themselves. The loss of the moon could spark a new era of cosmic exploration. In the end, the disappearance of the moon would not just be the loss of a celestial body, it would be the beginning of a new chapter in Earth's story. Our world would change in ways we can't even imagine. But one thing's for sure, we'd never look at the moon the same way again. What do you think would happen if the moon disappeared? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.